Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Empire Total War Darthmod here today on the channel. We're back on our Prussian campaign. This is episode 3. In today's episode, we're going to be declaring war upon the Bavarians in Munich and conquering, hopefully, the German states here today. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. So, we currently have a lot of military alliances at the moment: Ottomans, Britain, the States, Sweden, and Maratha Confederacy. So we're just coming off a war against the Austrians, where we were victorious. We've beaten the Poles and Saxony so far in the series. We're going to be eyeing up the Bavarians here today, because they're quite close to us here in Austria and Württemberg. We were at war with them at some point. So to sort of control all of the German states, we still need Rhineland, we need Württemberg, and a couple of others. Now, funnily enough, there's been a huge power vacuum open up. The Dutch, as you would have seen just then, have been destroyed by the French. The United Provinces and their overseas territory is no more. So, I've taken the initiative to send the Prussian Navy to Ceylon to seize the territory before the British intervene. I do have an alliance with the Maratha Confederacy, as they're focusing on, along with the British, against the Mughal Empire. So I have sent Sulza to Ceylon, and we're going to be able to secure our first piece of overseas territory with a clear-cut auto-resolve with under Frederick Wilhelm II, I guess. And we're going to be able to trade out tea, which is fantastic. We also get access to the gem mines there as well. And we've got our first piece of overseas territory, because before we were heavily relying on our manufacturing goods in Germany. Obviously, an empire, the more overseas territory you can grab, the better, because trade is so valuable. We don't have to be relying on those manufacturing goods, and also the taxation of our nobles. The Mughal Empire looks like they're probably going to be defeated. We have an alliance with the Ottomans for now, as I just don't want to face off against them. We did have a short war with Russia in the last episode, but we managed to peace out with them. We have 5 armies in and around the city of Vienna. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the end turn. We're going to be declaring war upon Munich here today. We currently have 6 armies to go up against them. Now, the Bavarians do have a couple of armies in and around Munich, and conquering and consolidating the German states under a head of Prussian state is going to be easier said than done. So, we're going to have to look diplomacy-wise as well. But here are our armies. We've managed to unite Austria, Poland, Lithuania, and Saxony under our control. And this is where most of the conscripts have come from. So we also have the port city of Croatia as well. So we have an alliance with the Ottomans for now, but war with Russia is inevitable. So also the Dutch did have overseas territories in the Caribbean, which we might be able to nab as well. I think they might even have some in South America potentially, but we'll just have to see. Regardless, we're going to be taking the incredibly rich city of Bavaria. They only have one ally, Dagestan, and I'm assuming they're not going to side with them. Maratha, Sweden, and all my ally coalition is marching against the Bavarians. Let's demand the surrender. And we've got 8,000 in reinforcements there. They do have a smaller army to the north. We'll go after Württemberg, Hanover, and Westphalia next. So, let's fight this one on the battlefield here today. We've done a quick save and a Hans save, so we're facing Hans, who has 3 units of artillery. Okay, so that's 6 units of cavalry, mostly made up of line infantry. We're going to be bringing 12,000 battle-hardened Prussians from the recent war against the Austrians, which we managed to take out their territory from, obviously, Hungary to Transylvania. And We've done quite well defeating Poland, Lithuania, and Saxony early on. But let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Feedback and suggestions. Maybe we shouldn't go with the Russians. We sued for peace with them. We did give them Estonia in the process. Potentially going into Scandinavia. The Viking threat could sort of raid our north. You can never trust the Swedes. Or maybe even, why is the zone of control so small there? Huh, it is too. Or maybe even the French. Their colonial ambition kind of rivals ours. And they've knocked out the Dutch. The city of Amsterdam is currently under French rule. So artillery-wise, where do we have a particular clearing? Yeah, so they can get reinforcements in and around here. That's not too shabby there. I don't know if we're going to get much better than that. We should be able to arc our cannon shot up and over that high-rise there. So in this army build, mostly made up of battle-hardened grenadiers with Otto Grisler. He was the main commander-in-chief for the Austrian campaign. But this time, we're only fighting against the Bavarians. They have 2 armies in operation, but they are fighting for their independence and freedom at the end of the day. There's still on the option for us to go away from our monarchical divine will dictatorship. You can obviously in Darthmod be a republic. You can't really be there's only 3. There's like monarchy, congressional monarchy, and republic. So maybe we should be a German federation, because it changes the flag to the modern day Germany flag, which is quite cool. I've seen that being done before. It's happened in campaigns from what I've seen. If Prussia gets smacked early on and then they have a fair few rebellions. So looking at the Bavarians here, they seem to be holding their position well. There's a little bit of terrain buggery going off here. So let's try and push up here. They've got cavalry and artillery trying to close the distance. So let's push up and try and match them. I have no idea about the equipment they're operating with. You think it'd be on par, if not slightly less, to ours. We've also got to cross our fingers and hope that now we're going after the German states, that none of them ally up with anyone too significant. Munich, Bavaria. Saxony did have their independence. Württemberg, Westphalia, and Hanover all resist a unified Germany. All will bend the knee. Because, relatively speaking, a united Germany in history is quite a new thing and a new concept. So we're currently engaging the Bavarians here. You will submit to the fatherland! And Wilhelm II! Okay, so they're moving up their horses there, not too well. They're slowly but surely moving up their infantry as well. I'm trying to avoid and intertwining myself between the houses there, but that Bavarian cavalry has managed to cycle charge up and around perfectly. We'll form square there. Yeah, these Bavarian cavalry seem to be a little bit more brazen and seem to hold on a lot better than the Austrians. We might have to form squares in a couple formations, because they've actually hit me there head on. The 2nd Grenadier Regiment has lost a decent amount in that charge, and they're pouring more in. The problem is, if they intertwine cavalry along with their infantry well and we have to form square, that always can be a problem. My artillery is shelling them from our defensive position. We're fighting in the bitter winter of Bavaria. And it's also raining as well. It's not cold enough to make the rain be sleet, basically. So imagine the wind chill factor going on here. So they've stopped cycle charging their cavalry, and we're going to have to form up and try and face them. So we'll try and spend this episode and the next consolidating the German states. Then we can think of Russia or France or Scandinavia. But let me know feedback and suggestions. Would you like me to expand and conquer? Also, series-wise, so I can plan ahead as well. I like to be organised. Because a lot of you guys wanted in the comments for me to do a Prussia campaign straight after French Form Square. Quickly, that might have been a little bit late. As they have a faction I've never let's played on the channel, Prussia. I've done heaps of German campaigns. Swing around here and rotate around this. But Prussia itself, no, not many. It also changes the theatre a bit because although there was decent, it was probably equal fighting in the French campaign, but we still had to hold our overseas territories in Canada and the United States a lot more. Okay, we're holding here. So there's still factions I still haven't played on Empire. When I say that, I mean like let's play it on YouTube. I'm sure at some point I've played around with them. But maybe the Spanish, that might be quite cool. Because I've never actually, because I see it, like, I see that territory every time I pan over to the Americas. You see Mexico. I wonder if there's actually a mod for that, actually. Yeah, you see those sort of American, South American territories, and usually Spain allies up so much that I never usually take it. And I usually get my victory conditions straight away. We're doing a long campaign as well. We need 40 regions and to eliminate certain factions. I think, for example, it's mostly just unite Germany. Take out Austria, Poland, and unite like what is like the modern day Germany. The only sort of outer territory is that Lorraine territory in France, and I think they want us to take Copenhagen. But getting 40 regions, we're still going to probably have to take out the Russians. Let's push up here. But yeah, speaking of that, maybe there's I know there's a minor faction mod for countries, but is there sort of like a rebellious faction mod? Like, could you play as the Irish? Or like the Mexicans? Maybe playing as a repressed kingdom under someone's rule might be cool. I don't know. But anyway, the United Provinces, Spain, and the Ottomans for the next Empire series is all up for grabs. I don't like holding votes because I have authority problems. I don't like being told what to do. Essentially being my own boss, but I do like feedback and suggestions and constructive criticism because I like to pick the faction that I want to play, but you guys also heavily influence that. Hey, if a lot of you want to see Prussia, and I want to play Prussia, we're going to play Prussia and have a fantastic campaign. Right, so we're managing to smash the Bavarians here. I thought their muskets and infantry would have done so much better. I was sort of comparing them to maybe an Austrian front, but as we slowly but surely get more better, Otto Hrisler and his command stat, he's disciplined, and prowess for his units will go up, and also chevrons as well. We're breaking into 3 to 4 chevrons now with my artillery, which is fantastic for the Germans. We're conquering more German territory to build more Volkswagen factories. Yeah, it's okay, I'm Austrian. Partially. I'm allowed to say, like, I'm allowed to speak like a German. As long as you make fun of all accents, you're fine. I make fun of all. I make fun of my accent all the fucking time, mate. Yeah, mate. She's right, mate. Yeah, no, mate. Can we run down this, mate? Yeah, no, mate. Come on, mate. Come on. All right, let's push there. Hey, victory. I was gonna say, I'm surprised we didn't have to run too many down, but a heroic victory. Oh, okay. Even though we've had like 12,000 Prussians, I guess the one army took a bit of a battering. Potentially. Oh, there was a quote there and I missed it. Something about a beautiful girl and Frederick. Anyway, so we had a 15,000 man battle there, and the nation of Bavaria was swallowed up by the Prussian cause. Bavaria is mine. What's this? Ah, Venice has declared war upon me. Really? Trade partners, Ottomans, and myself. Well, I guess we're at war with Venice now. 9! Oh, they're actually... Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Oh my god. We are Venice. We will take Vienna. What a crazy attempt. A bit of V on V action there. What? Venice, Vienna. Kind of rolls off the tongue well. So now we're at war with the Italian states. Essentially. What? I didn't want to be dragged. Yeah, they don't want peace. I didn't want to be dragged down there, but we might have to deal with the Venetians now. I wasn't expecting that. Crikey. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. So after the conquest of Munich, I've had to divide my armies up. So those 5 armies that were going towards Württemberg are now pushing south towards Vienna. I had no ambition of taking Vienna, to be particularly honest. I do think there's an Italian connection with Frederick Wilhelm, ancestry-wise. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but maybe ethnically he has a bit of a claim to Italian territory, more so than any other Prussian leader. But Venice, a crucial trade city, the heart of trade in northern Italy, and they're not really backed by anyone, so maybe I should have given them a little bit of thought. I just didn't... I'm being more concerned with Scandinavian, Germanic, French and Russian interests. I haven't had much of a mind on the Italian peninsula. But the Venetians still seem to be raiding us in the north there. So we'll push into Vienna. Public servant dies. Karl. That's okay. Right. Did that change our ministerial stuff? No. Okay. That's fine. Right, so let's send Otto Riesler to Venice. So he's going to be able to siege that one out. Have they even really got a proper army? No, not really. Demand surrender refused. Well, let's auto resolve this one out because I don't really particularly want to fight the Venetians. And that should be the end of them. That is so crazy. Like, they had 0 self-preservation. They didn't even need to do that. Why? Did you not hear? Did you quite not literally hear the 30,000, 20,000 or so Bavarians march over the Alps, banging and clattering with their drums? But Venice is now under Prussian occupation. Who would have thought it? We've given Frederick Wilhelm II a nice little holiday home, I guess. So, I guess we can look at Württemberg now. Dagestan, yeah, so none of the major European powers are allying up with these German states. Really? Maybe because we've strong-armed Great Britain, Sweden, Maratha. Not France. France is sort of on the other side of history. But I distinctly remember in my French campaign there was these Germanic blocks that were going to cause multiple worldwide coalitions and conflicts. And we've managed to take out Württemberg and the city of Stuttgart in one fell swoop. Westphalia to the north has a lot more armies. And now, yeah, we're on the border with Alsace-Lorraine, which is a part of our victory. Oh, they've gone a republic! I didn't even notice that! Albin Defolant has risen to the title of President of France, and we've taken the Netherlands to get the butt. Okay, so we've done quite well there. Yeah, there's a republic. Okay, that's interesting. The Italian states are now declaring war upon me. What is this? I've gone real 2 accent in this series. The damn Italians are coming after us. And now we have to go against Pius. That's the Pope. The Pope has war decked us. I get it. They're Protestant. But, whatever. We'll have to deal with them. But, yeah, as you can see there, the French have become a republic. They've gone away. They've betrayed the legacy of the absolute monarchical rule of Louis XIV, the Sun King. So, we're going to have to push against the Italians here. What even is going on the peninsula? So, Rome is the Italian state, Spain is Lombardy, Genoa is a free and independent kingdom, and Naples was under the control of Spain, but now they're independent. So, oh my god, I hate being... This is what I despise sometimes in Total War, that, like, sometimes factions and empires have no self-preservation and just push against you. So we've been drawn into this Italian peninsula conflict. And I don't even want to be down here. I want to focus on Germany. I don't want to deal with the Italian states. Does he want peace? Trade. 80. I'm not going to be extorted for me burning Rome to the ground. Well, here I go. Killing again. Looks like Otto is going to push down against the Italian state. Yeah, they haven't even got like a proper army. This is mental. So, I guess we'll allow Otto Grisler to take the initiative. Alright, so we've secured the university on the outskirts here. And now, we're going to cross the Rubicon, quite literally, and install Frederick Wilhelm II as King of the Italians and of Rome. I'm also going to make preparations to go to war with Westphalia in the next episode. So Augustus can rally up there. He had battle experience more against the Poles. And we've even got a full stack hanging out in Munich to subdue and quell public order. Okay, let's continue on with the Italian campaign at the top of the turn. Yeah, I guess taking Bavaria, we were bordering with them, so that's potentially why they attacked. I don't really understand why. So, we'll send in Otto Riesel. Otto Riesel. We're still under King Frederick there. 48 years of age. He does have a son and a claimant and a fair few others. So, the Royal Prussian line will continue. So there seems to be a small garrison in Rome, but nothing to stop its demise. Might have to siege it out. We're bringing up an additional army. What does that make that now then? Okay, they're going to refuse to surrender. That makes things a lot more manageable. Yeah, 6.7 to their 5. So we'll auto-resolve this one out. And now we've taken Rome. Faction destroyed, the Italian nations, and we've secured central Italy for Prussia. That was nuts. So, Vienna, Rome, had less armies than Westphalia to the north combined. They've got 3 stacks in operation. That's just crazy. At the start of recording today's episode and video, if you told me I was going to do a peninsular conquest, would have Venice and Rome, I wouldn't believe you. I wanted to be focusing more on Bavaria, Stuttgart, and if we had the time, we could even push for Westphalia and the Rhineland, but mental. Absolutely mental.
Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.